Okay, so this is a really intense message. It's really difficult to record. If you're watching this, please understand that I have to do these recordings in one shot, or else the channeling gets jumbled. So if I trip over my words, that's what's happening. This is coming through, like, literally all star nations are here. And I will call out the star nation as they are speaking. So, without further ado, they want to speak on the topic of justice, disclosure, and rage. Okay, so we're going to start with Orion Council of Light. The Empire has fallen in your skies. The Empire fell in our skies eons ago. And we are referring to what you understand as Star Wars, the Draco-Reptilian Agenda, and the Orion factions that have been perpetrating the Dark Agenda on your world. When we discuss this topic, we would like you to know that many of you are Orion incarnations. Many of you chose not to ascend to a non-dualistic density and chose instead to come to this world and incarnate on this world to play out your karmas. Many of you, if you have clicked on this video, it is very likely that you have chosen to ascend into a non-dualistic, what you would call a 5D paradigm. And we celebrate you for that. We celebrate your choices to step into the light, so to speak. So please understand that you have done a great service to our collective, the Orion Collective, by choosing the light. Okay. Ashtar Command. We understand and we hear your calls for justice, and we understand that if you are watching this video, you have been waiting patiently and often impatiently. We too have been waiting patiently and often impatiently for justice to be meted out. Please know that justice is being conducted in what you would call your deep state behind closed doors. We are engaged in military tribunals in dismantling of the elite structures, the human structures that were associated with the Draco-Reptilian Agenda. But this must be carried out behind closed doors. And we know that this message continues to come across and that it can be frustrating for you. But please understand that the nature of disclosure and the nature of the atrocities that were committed on your world is such that it would be another traumatic event if we disclose it too openly. Not everything will be disclosed openly in the way that you have hoped for, because we must manage the collective human psychological experience in the gentlest way possible. Eventually, it will all come out. But right now, please trust that we are handling things behind closed doors. More revelations will be coming to you sooner, and it's on an accelerated timeline now than you have been waiting in the past. And we thank you for your patience, and we thank you for your hard work in holding and anchoring the light on Gaia. Okay. Who's next? This is Pleiadian-Arcturian. We, as Ashtar Command has stated, and in association with Ashtar Command, wish to extend our gratitude for the patience that you have exemplified in your ascension process, and also the impatience. They're being funny. Please do not get it twisted. We too are impatient. We too experience rage. And the difference that you should understand, or that we would like to convey, between rage that you experience and the rage that we experience is nothing, except that we exist in a non-dualistic paradigm, meaning that our rage can coexist with compassion and peace. We understand that your rage, and this is rage that transcends, they're going back to the Orion Council of Light to say this is a rage of your own personal lives, it is a rage of your ancestors, and it is a rage of your galactic ancestry. So please be gentle with yourselves when you experience this rage, and recognize that it is not just a rage that is coming from the persecution that has been acted on you in whatever form that is, on an individual level and on a global scale, because on the individual level, we understand that many of you have suffered, and you have suffered greatly, and you are waiting, and you are feeling beaten down, and, okay, yeah. We understand this is Arcturian. And to that end, we would encourage you to process your rage, because this is what you came for. This is what you incarnated for, was this particular moment. And in order to step into your mission as a starseed, or however you would like to identify yourself, you need to be able to process your rage now at the atrocities that have been committed, not only in your personal life, but on a global scale. And for millennia, as many of you who are watching this know, because what we do not want to happen is for your rage to be enacted in the ways that it has been demonstrated to you, that punishment and persecution and vengeance, and they're emphasizing vengeance. This is not vengeance. This is justice. So please process your rage in whatever way that you can. They're like, go scream, go punch something, go kick something, and whatever healthy outlets for rage that you have, process it now, because you need to be the ones. This is what you came for, is to be the examples of humanity who can get their rage out and hold the hands, because there will be much rage and much grief in your human collective for those who have not awakened thus far. What you came for is to come to a place of peace and anchoring in your emotional stability, so that when these disclosures, because they are coming and they are coming fast, and we know you're frustrated hearing that over and over again, but we are here to warn you in this moment right now, not warn you, but advise you that it is coming. And we need you to be anchors of light and emotional stability, so that the human collective does not call for rage and for vengeance and persecution. And they're showing like a whipping post. We need this to be, and they're referring me to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of South Africa. Not that that necessarily went well, but we need this to be as emotionally balanced as possible. And we need you to anchor the light, so that in the new world, in the new 5D Earth that you're creating, the systems of justice may be reformed. I'm going to leave it there.